Man, that's another one of those you could get lost in. Wow. Well, um, their link is of course posted. Their link is of course posted on the music by in the chat and also in the opening video. Right, Discord is live. Bit of a reminder, we have the never expiring invite to Discord if you want to be heard. You'll notice I really didn't put a description in the description area, because, well, we really don't have a description today. It's just simply having fun with shamanism. And here's the interesting thing. We talk a lot on this channel about rules, traditions, training, learning, and all of the other things that go along with shamanism, the responsibility of healing, respect, understanding that every day is trials, every day is tribulations, every day has things in it that we should be learning. Well, okay, yeah, all that's true. But I got thinking the other night, we've never actually just done a broadcast on the fun of shamanism. You know, some people may think, damn, don't those people ever have fun? And well, that's another thing in the disclaimer that I need to put. We're an adult channel. We do use adult language. So if you don't like the kiddies running around listening to adult language, you may want to pop in a set of headsets. Or I hate to say it, change the channel. Or help your children understand. Sometimes adults just simply talk as adults. Right. So, what is some of the fun that you have in shamanism? I can't really tell who all is watching in the live feed, but what say you, Cindy, Clint? Y'all still out there? What's some of the things that you have done in shamanism that's fun?
Well, with me, the fun is the learning part of it, but also the astral travel. Some of the places that I've been, I would have never thought of ever going to.
Right. What about day-to-day life since you've come over as a shaman, since you've actually taken the oath and started going through the training, as opposed to day-to-day life as a wanderer? What kind of fun interaction, or what have you done in shamanism that could be considered fun?
Well, when I first started, I was kind of just, like you said, a wanderer. But now I can interact with people and actually have them think and open their minds up. I talked with a preacher the other day. I happened to have my, a short sleeve shirt on, and he asked me about my tattoo and everything. I explained to him what it was about because he was curious, and then we started talking about different stuff. And he said, "Man, I didn't realize our two paths," and he that was his words, paths, um, coincided in a fashion.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of people don't realize how parallel all of the different paths are. Of course, shamanism is a path, paganism, Catholicism is a path of Christianity. Um, Debbie says, play with rocks. Yeah, I love playing with my crystals and stones and what have you. Um, she also says, yeah, just drifting around the astral. Once or well, as we become more comfortable with interacting with self, we become more comfortable with who and what we are, we tend to be able to put names on the things that we've done our entire life. I mean, prior to my dedication as a shaman and really getting into the learning and the education and what's going on, um, OBE, out of body experience, um, being able to travel on this plane spiritually, right, is known as OBE. Being able to travel around in the astral is known as astral travel.
Oh boy.
Right. Um, Drumming. Well, all different faiths drum. Shamans, probably every breed of shamanism out there that I have ever seen are drawn to drumming. Um, we're kind of like the dogs in the movie Up, where they said squirrel. With us, you say drum. Where?
Drum.
Where?
Drum. Drum. Drum.
Where?
Drum.
Right. Shamanism can be fun, and I've had I've had people accuse me of being way too serious. I can be. Um, if I'm in a position where I'm under oath to do something or achieve something, I can be a relentless son of a bitch in what it is I'm going for, what it is I'm trying to achieve. But the interesting part of it is, if I set out to just have fun, I'm sitting in a group of people and we're chatting, we're talking, we're laughing, we're cutting up, we're having a good time, drumming, dancing, what have you. I put that same tenacity, if you will, into having fun. I like. There is nothing better for healing. There's nothing better for enjoyment. There's nothing better for curing the troubled soul than laughter. Laughing, having fun. Um, my daughter has told us a couple of times, our family, both us and uh, my mom and my stepmom here, we like to laugh. We like to have fun. We like to enjoy each other's company. I pick on my daughter constantly. Trust me, she picks back. She gives as good as she gets. And my parents and I give each other a hard time. We like to laugh. Um, every scientific study out there has proven laughter is good for the soul. It's good for health. I mean, if all you do is live all day, every day with a serious, angry um, look about you, there's no fun. I've also been asked, well, what do shamans do for fun? We live. I mean, yeah, okay. I've got aches and pains at 58 that I didn't have at 38,
Oh boy.
that I didn't even know existed at 28. But yeah, Debbie says we're human beings as well as shaman. In fact, get a grip on yourself, folks. You're human before you are anything else.
Right.
You're human before you're Christian. You're human before you're pagan. You're human.
You know what?
You know what?
I don't want to be human.
No, that's I don't want to adult.
Oh, okay, adult.
I'm okay being human. Well, like I have a whole lot of choice in the matter. But Debbie, paddle. Debbie is about paddling like I am about drumming.
Paddling? Huh?
Yeah, paddling is going wading at a beach in the water. Not swimming, but walking in the waves in the water, getting your feet wet, so to speak.
Cindy was going to the wrong place.
Yeah,
No,
she would do.
not. No, not at all.
Yeah, well, we digress every chance we get.
Yeah, I had a real crazy experience the other day. I wasn't watching where I was walking in Walmart, and I bumped into a lady, and her little daughter says, "Stop it."
You bumped into a lady and
I was looking at my phone, and the little girl said, "Stop it," saying, "Stop looking at your phone."
oh, stop texting and walking. Yes, yes.
It was funny because the lady had to explain to me what she said "stop it" about. It was like, "Oh, okay." And I put my phone into my holder, and the girl said, "Thank you."
From the mouth of babes comes the words of wisdom most of the time.
And the crazy thing is, this little kid was probably about 4 or 5 years old at the most.
Well, yeah, and it's really very interesting how it's really very interesting how kids come up with that shit too. Because a lot of times, quite a bit of the time, kids show more wisdom than their parents do. I think up until they get closer to 10, 11, 12, 13 years old. Now, I'm sorry, but when kids become teenagers, they go brain dead. It's like something happens to them when they reach teenagers. They go, "Eh?"
The hormones again.
Oh boy, hormones. Well, yeah. Yep. So what's fun though is something I found rather interesting for myself anyway. Is after the age of 50, hormones kick in again. Some people earlier, of course, and some people later. Um, I am absolutely convinced that women go through menopause and men go through menopause. Yes, puberty. Debbie says it's called puberty. Yes. Um, Me, I call it teenage psycho. I haven't.
And how old is she?
14.
Oh boy, you still got those good years.
Okay,
Thanks.
I gotta go.
All right, dude.
Alright, later.
Be careful.
Love you all.
Love you. Be careful out there. I haven't quite decided what menopause is yet. Clint, you're older than I am. You got any ideas? Oh, that was Clint that had to go. Cindy, are you older than I am?
Yes.
Are you?
I'm June 1961.
Oh, you are older than I am.
Yeah, you young whippersnapper.
So, what's your opinion of the older pause? The what? Menopause? Um, I think it's called oldopause.
Oldopause. I didn't have menopause. I had a hysterectomy, so that was out with me totally.
Oh,
But oldopause, I've noticed my age, of course, when I sit back and look more, it's shamanism. It's the old ways are good for us, but with the new fruit and all, it's hard, to teach them what you can, or they take it with their inkling sometimes. But just to have fun in life. I mean, you can be serious in life, but you gotta have fun too.
well, of course, our idea of fun, a drum, um, still does sometimes coincide with the younger generation. Um, I like to listen to music, so do they. Different music. I like to drum, so do most of them. When I say most of them, I'm talking about the younger generation. And when I say the younger generation, I'm talking about 30 years younger than myself.
Yeah, I've got the group from Liberty. They age from anywhere from 23 to 37. But one of the girls, one of the women, brings her daughter, and she's gotten into it, questioning it and stuff. So we should have fun with these generations.
Well, and therein lies the things, the thing, having fun as shaman, having fun with shamanism. Shamans tend to be more aware of our surroundings. We tend to be more aware of the emotional variables, if you will, of our surroundings. Whether or not we choose to accept them or acknowledge them, well, nothing I can do about that. But we can have fun with it. I mean, let's think about, and of course, the things I'm going to bring up are, of course, with permission and with, all the rest of respect in tow. But like we said earlier, out-of-body experience, astral travel, tantric. Not that shamans are the only ones that can do tantric, but Um, that's fun. The ability to pick up and interact, react, and either act upon or not certain energies around us, certain aspects of our environment, things that are going on. And in retrospect, not that other paths don't have those abilities, but they're just a part of the shaman core that allow us to have fun with what's going on with our environment. We do crazy things like shifting the environment ever so slightly just to see what people do to react.
Oh boy.
I mean, I know in my early to mid 20s, when I really started realizing something was different with me than many others, I could go to a party and boy did I party back then. Um, I could go to a party and find myself a nice little corner to get in and get comfortable, and if it was a smoking party, well, I'd light up my cigarette, kick back, whatever, listen to the music, and just start watching people, watching the way they interact and react, feeling and listening to the energy of the environment, and just start tweaking it ever so slightly. Um, you can slightly change the acoustics in a room. You can change the overall energy of a room. Me, I always like to attempt to make the energy more bouncy, right? I would project giddy, happy, bouncy thoughts, and over about 10 minutes or so, people would, you could start to see subtle changes in their attitude and the way they act.
Well, that's like we do the shamanism, like I go in the store and stuff, and I see a woman that's frowning or, grumpy look. I'm up there and say, is that bad? Can you smile at least? And sometimes I get a smile and a laugh.
Well, yeah, I mean, it really essentially all comes down to interacting with your environment and enjoying your environment. And if you're wondering why I keep looking at my vape, I seem to be having trouble with adjustments this morning. It's wanting to be a little weird. So, I mean, shamanism is not always nose to the grindstone, hardcore, serious, never enjoying the fruits of our education, if you will, in what we do. It's learning how to, being able to, enjoy what we've learned. Yeah, okay, pain hurts. Pain hurts regardless of how you look at it. But sometimes the pain that we've gone through can help us get a little forward in where we're going to say, I won't do that again. And, I like to joke a lot. It's, as I've gotten older, I have become more allergic to pain. It hurts more. I can't push it away, block it out, get rid of it as easy as I used to do.
Yeah, that's me too. I think I get pain sometimes and it's like, ground it, get rid of it. Nope.
Oh.
Bull.
Yep, no, body quickly flips you off and essentially tells you to go fuck yourself.
I don't know when the last time I had a good night's sleep because all these muscles twisting.
Sleep? What is
Yeah.
that?
Yep. Right.
What is sleep? And you know, the funny part is, according to my wearable and according to my phone, like, for example, talk about having fun with shamanism, we like to meditate and astral a lot. Well, if you have a wearable device, I don't know if you know this or not, you can actually see, because OBE can easily be done in light and deep sleep, right? Astral works better in deep or REM, auto, what I call auto astral, where you're just kind of there. So I can look at my sleep monitor, and my sleep monitor tells me I got 8 hours and 48 minutes of sleep. Now, I went to bed at 11 o'clock, which was actually 10 o'clock, but because we sprung forward, it was actually 11 o'clock. Ding! It tells me I got 8 hours and 48 minutes of sleep. Well, according to this, I had 1 hour and 20 minutes of deep sleep, 1 hour and 37 minutes of REM sleep, and light sleep was 5 hours and 51 minutes.
That's pretty good.
Well, yeah, according to this, I hit a score 74 on my sleep pattern. Now, if I look at the month, I average an hour and 49 minutes of REM sleep and an hour and 45 minutes of deep sleep. So, some might ask, what's the point? Well, as shaman, we like science, right? We're healers. We like the scientific philosophies and ideas, and we like to be able to correspond them and, say, right, there it is, right there. So what that tells me is light sleep is kind of the same thing you get as a nap, if my research is correct.
Yeah, you're correct.
Deep sleep is just before REM sleep. Deep sleep is where the body actually really gets rest and regenerated, if you will. REM sleep is where you're essentially completely, totally unconscious and not aware of anything as to your surroundings. Of course, REM stands for those of you that don't know. REM sleep stands for rapid eye movement. Well, of course you get rapid eye movement. That's where most people enter astral, auto-astral, if you will. Now, generally, as I'm going into sleep, if I have something specific I want to take care of, I request direct access into astral, so I'm there pretty quick. Now, but the fun of it is the ability to have fun with it, to enjoy it. Hell, don't, everybody gets all serious about um, achieving astral, and, achieving OBE, and why can't I do tantric? Well, I don't know. Why can't you? You know, um, meditation is a natural thing. You either do it or you don't. The harder you try to do it, the more stress you build up, the less you're going to achieve it. Astral, OBE, and tantric is the same way. So I would tell you.
I did tantric on a couple because they had a blockage, and once I cleared them up, you know, the chakras and stuff, oh boy.
Yeah, oh boy. But it's fun.
Oh yeah. That's like today, it's a pretty day outside. I'm going to go walk around outside and enjoy the sun and Mother Earth and everything. Because it's fun to do. And get re-energized.
Yeah, get some sun. So I mean, that's it, guys. I mean, we have fun in shamanism. Being shaman, I mean, the reality is being shaman is fun in and of itself. Yeah, okay, it's a challenge sometimes. Learning the lessons, going through the educational process, and having to do assignments, and everything is always so serious. And but if you're paying attention to your teacher, you're going to see, if you get to know your teacher, you're going to see the fun sides of them. I mean, case in point, as a studier of sociology and psychology, I'm not certified in either, but I like to study them. I like to watch people's actions, reactions, and interactions with others on Facebook. I find Twitter rather boring. I do, sorry. I mostly use Facebook and TikTok and what's the other one? Shit. Not Snapchat, it's the other one where everybody posts pictures a lot. Yeah, it's gone. But anyway, every once in a while, I will post a social experiment on Facebook just to see the response I get from people that claim to be very educated and very level-headed. These are the people that go batshit crazy, want to take me off at the head, shoot me at sunrise, and skin me over the evening. Over something that if somebody knows me and knows about me, they will know, dude, what are you doing? I'm putting the proverbial kidney in the pot and I'm stirring it a little bit to see what people are going to do. I'm having fun with shamanism. And of course, I will let it go for a day or two, watching people wind themselves up, and then I'll delete it. Why'd you delete the post? Because it was a social experiment, you get. Well, then they really get pissed off because they jumped on there and showed their ass and didn't think. Shaman will even do that in public sometimes. Yeah. So, a really short video today, guys. You know, just a really short video. So think.
We have so much fun.
Well, yeah. You know, I mean, when you're, and this is in any path, whether it's shaman, witchcraft, fae, druid, what the hell ever. Have fun with what you're doing, because if you make it just simply about hitting the books and studying and reading and paying attention to the craft end of what's going on, you're missing the whole aspect of living life as a spiritual entity. Embrace the spirit. Embrace yourself. Have fun with it. Enjoy it for what it is. And have fun with life. And after all, life is too goddamn short to spend all of it being so serious.
Oh boy.
Yeah. With that, you guys bugger off. Have a good day. Have a good week. And we'll see you next time here on Live with a Shaman.